Hello students, today we are going to see our chapter number 11, that is bank reconciliation statement of standard 11 commerce subject account. So this is the second part of the chapter number 11 and first part is linked in the description. In first part we have seen why there is a need of bank reconciliation statement. As we know, there is the difference between the balance of cash and cash book and passbook, and because of that there is a need of bank reconciliation statement. So today we will see the method of bank reconciliation statement. As we know, there are two methods of bank reconciliation statement. Very first is a headless method, that is also called mathematical method, and second is a debit credit method, that is called accounting method. So let's see very first method, that is a headless method. So here method for preparation of bank reconciliation statement. Preparing bank reconciliation statement. So in that there are two methods that we already know. Very first is a mathematical method, that is also called headless method. So here in a mathematical method we have to understand there are two parties. Very first party is our side, that is let's say bank, or the other side is a business. So here we have, if we are starting as per the passbook, then passbook will be bank and bank is our side. So the other side is the opposite side is a business, and we can start the sum from the cash book also. So if we are starting from the cash book, then our side is a business and the opposite side is a bank. So that we have to understand very nicely. So here there are two sides while we are preparing BRS. So here our side and opposite side, we have to understand this thing only. So if here our side is a bank, that means if we are starting BRS from the passbook, the other side will be business side, and as we know that in the business side they are preparing the cash book, so that is the other side. But if we are starting from the business, that is cash book, then the other side will be, the opposite side will be bank, and it is called bank balance as per passbook. So here we have to understand only this thing, that if we have started our sum from this side, then bank will be our side and the opposite side will be business, and if we have started from the business, the other side will be bank account. So that we have to understand, and then we have to apply one rule. That rule is a do what other have done. So here rule will be do what other have done. So we have to apply this rule. So if here we are the bank, if we have started from the passbook, then we have to do what the business has done, and if we are starting from the business, do what other have done, that is what the bank have done. So that we have to do it, so that our balance as per passbook and as per cash book will be tallied. So this is the rules that we have to apply. Let's see the illustration number 1 so that we can understand it better way. You may note down this in your notebook. Then we will see illustration number 1. Illustration number 1. From the following transaction, prepare bank reconciliation statement of Sri Jaimini as on 31st 3/15. So here we are going to prepare BRS as per ADLAS method, that is also called mathematical method. So here bank reconciliation statement of Sri Jaimini as on 31st 3/15. On 31st 3/15, as per cash book bank column, debit balance was 12,000. So here, as per cash book balance was 12,000, and whereas as per passbook it was credit balance of 8,300. So there is a difference between the balance as per cash book and passbook. So here we can start sum from the cash book as well as passbook that we have already discussed before. So we can start from any side. So here let's start from the cash book. So here debit balance as per cash book, that let's start from there. So that we'll write on top debit balance as per cash book. That is bank balance. So here this is our starting. Now let's see the first transaction, that is a check of rupees 6,000 is deposited in bank on 28/3/15, but till 31st 3/15 bank has not credited the same in Jaimini's account. So here what happened for this transaction, that we have already deposited the check in the bank. So here in the cash book it is already written, but bank has not credited the same. So here our side is a cash book. So in cash book we already written, that means we have added the money in the account, but in the passbook it is not credited. So here do what other has done. So in the passbook it is not credited. So here we have to less the same amount. So here we have to add some amount and we have to less some amount. So we will write here add and less. So here the balance of the bank was 12,000, that we will write here, and then we will less first transaction, that is a check of rupees 6,000 deposited in bank. So that is not credited by bank. So that will be the first transaction that we will less from the cash book. So check deposited but not credited by bank. But not credited by bank. So that will be the amount will be 6,000. Now let's see transaction number 2. Interest of rupees 400 credited by bank in Sri Jaimini's account, which is not recorded in cash book. So interest is credited by bank but which was not recorded in the cash book. So here do what other has done. Bank has credited. So here we have to add in our bank account. So for that we have to add the transaction in the cash book. So that is second transaction. Interest credited by bank but not recorded in cash book. Bank interest credited by bank but not recorded in cash book. So that will be 400. Now, let's see the third transaction. That is, a check of rupees 2000 is drawn and issued to Dev on 31st 3/15, which is here not presented for payment in bank. So we have written the check. That means we have made the payment, and because of payment, the balance of cash book will be less. But the same check the bank yet not presented in the bank. So bank balance won't be less. So bank balance will be more by that much amount. So here bank hasn't made the payment. So what we have to do? We have already deducted. So we have to add it in our cash book. So for that we are going to add in our BRS. So for that we will write the transaction number third, check issued but not presented in bank. Check issued but not presented for payment. So that was the amount was 2000. Now let's see the last transaction. That is, bank has debited bank charges of rupees 100 in account of Gemini, which is remain unrecorded in cash book. So bank has already deducted bank charges of rupees 100 from Gemini's account, which is not recorded in the cash book. So here again we are going to deduct it from the cash book. So for that we will less from in the cash book, and we will write transaction number 4, bank charges debited by bank but not recorded in the cash book. 4 number, bank charges debited by bank but not recorded in cash book. And it is of rupees 100. So here we can see that all the transactions are finished. Now we have to add these two amount and we have to less these two amount from the balance of cash book. So we will get the balance as per passbook. If we are going to get balance as per passbook, then our sum is correct. Let's see that. So here we can see that the 2400. So that we are going to deduct from that we are going to add in a 12,000. So total amount will be 14,400. This 14,400, if we will deduct 6,100, so the amount will be 8,300. So that we can see that already it is given in the sum that the in the passbook balance is rupees 8,300. So we already received 8,300. That means our sum is correct. Here we will write credit balance as we discussed before, that if it is the debit balance as per the cash book, that is called credit balance as per passbook. So here credit balance as per passbook, and that is the bank balance, that is called bank balance. So this is how we have to find out the balance as per cash book or passbook. So student, you may note down this in your notebook. Thank you for watching this video.